हेलो मंचकिंस, वेलकम बैक टू ICSE कनेक्ट। एंड आज हम लेंगे आपकी इंग्लिश लिटरेचर की क्लास, बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली कल आपका पेपर है और डर का माहौल बना हुआ है कि कल तो लिटरेचर का पेपर है, इतने लेंदी आंसर्स, MCQs, मैम इतना सारा पढ़ने को कैसे होगा, बहुत सारे डाउट्स आ रहे होंगे दिमाग में। बट डोंट वरी, वी आर हियर, ठीक है। सो आज के इस सेशन में आपके जितने भी डाउट्स हैं, जो भी हैं, आप अभी क्लियर कर सकते हो, सो दैट you can score 100 on 100 in tomorrow's exam। ठीक है, तो जो भी डाउट्स हैं अभी लेके बैठ जाओ, अभी पूछ लो, आज के सेशन में सब क्लियर हो जाएगा। ओके, एंड ऑल्सो वी आर गोइंग टू डू सम MCQs। ठीक है, जो आपका स्पेसिमेन पेपर आता है, जो आपके सैंपल पेपर्स आते हैं, उसमें से कुछ MCQs हम सॉल्व करेंगे, सो दैट यू कैन गेट अ प्रैक्टिस, अ रफ प्रैक्टिस। Okay, so everyone will write down the answers in the comment section. All right, for every question you will get 30 seconds. Comment it down in the comment section fast. So the first question, what does Shylock demand from Antonio? Options are a pound of flesh, B, 6,000 ducats, C, an apology, D, compassion. शाइलॉक को एंटोनियो से क्या चाहिए था, क्या था उनकी बॉन्ड में, व्हाट वाज द डिमांड? कमेंट डाउन फास्ट। वेरी नाइस, गेटिंग अ लॉट ऑफ करेक्ट आंसर्स। All right, very good. Very good. All right, so what is the correct answer?
Ma'am, a pound of flesh.
Very good, a pound of flesh. Everyone has commented, everyone's comment is correct. A pound of flesh. Then question number 2. What does Portia ask for when Bassanio steps up to take the casket test? ठीक है, जब बसानियो कास्केट टेस्ट के लिए जा रहा था तो उस टाइम पे पोर्शिया ने क्या बोला था? A banquet, music to be played, a garland, and applause. Come on, fast, tell the answer in the comment section. Write it down.
Music to be played.
Okay. Okay, so what is the correct answer? Everyone is commenting B. Everyone's comment is for B. So it's music to be played. Very good. So Portia had asked the music to be played when Bassanio had went to select the casket. Then, what does Portia mean when she tells Bassanio, I am locked in one of them? ठीक है, पोर्शिया ने बसानियो को बोला था ना, I am locked in one of them. तो उसमें what was she trying to tell? That she was locked in a cell and unable to escape. B, that she was a prisoner in her father's house. C, that a portrait lay hidden in one of the caskets. And D, that she was bound firmly by her promise to her father. What's the correct answer? Okay, very nice. Everyone is telling C. So the C option is that her portrait lay hidden in one of the caskets. ठीक है, तो पोर्शिया ने क्या बताया था कि there were 3 caskets, right? Gold, silver and your lead. So पोर्शिया ने बोला था that my portrait, it is there in one of the caskets, right? So the correct option will be that a portrait lay hidden in one of the caskets. Portia. There are some shrewd contents in yon same paper. What does the paper in this extract refer to? ठीक है, यहाँ पे paper. What was the paper here? It was a letter, right? Portia's letter to Bellario, Bellario's letter to the Duke, Bassanio's letter to Antonio, or Antonio's letter to Bassanio? What is the correct answer?
Ma'am, D.
Okay. Everyone comment it down fast, the correct answer. Ma'am, does the last year's chapter repeat? Dimple is asking this. Beta, see, mostly ICSE doesn't repeat the lessons, the chapters. All right, so how we get to know the probable chapters is that we almost exclude the last year chapters. There's a video on YouTube on the probable and important lessons as well. You can check that out. Okay, so everyone's comment is for D. Antonio's letter to Bassanio. Very nice. So in this extract, Portia was telling about the Antonio's letter to Bassanio. ठीक है, Antonio ने जो letter भेजा था in which he had written that he has lost all his wealth and everything. They're talking about that letter. Why does a quarrel break out between Nerissa and Gratiano in the final act of The Merchant of Venice? Act 5 में ग्रेशियानो और नेरिसा के बीच में there has been a quarrel, right? लड़ाई हो गई थी दोनों में. तो लड़ाई किस वजह से हुई थी? Option A, Gratiano admits that he had given away the ring that Nerissa had given to him. ठीक है? First option is this. Then B, Nerissa admits that she had accompanied Portia to Venice disguised as a lawyer's clerk. C, Gratiano is now annoyed with Nerissa for giving away his ring to a stranger in Venice. And Nerissa is angry with Gratiano for leaving for Venice on the very day they were married. So what's the correct answer?
Ma'am, A.
A. Okay. Everyone else, comment the correct answer fast. Ma'am, what questions come from the sample paper? Beta, see, sample paper you can ठीक है, हो सकता है कुछ क्वेश्चंस रिपीट हो जाए. ठीक है, एक या दो क्वेश्चन सैंपल पेपर में से रिपीट हो सकते हैं, बट वी कैन नॉट टेल. ठीक है, ये वी आर नॉट द पेपर सेटर्स. ये हम नहीं बता सकते कि मैम कौन से क्वेश्चंस रिपीट होंगे कि नहीं होंगे, बट हाँ, सैंपल पेपर्स में से you might get 1 or 2 MCQs or some of the questions might repeat. And what question? A. Okay, so everyone, A is the correct answer. Gratiano admits that he had given away the ring that Nerissa had given to him. Question 6. How does Lorenzo recognize Portia even before he sees her when the two young women return from Venice? By the clothes she wears. जब Portia and Nerissa जब वो लोग वापस आई थी, ठीक है, तो उस टाइम पे लॉरेंजो उसको बिना देखे पहचान गया था, राइट? तो वो कैसे हुआ था? By the clothes she wears, by the sound of her voice, by the perfume she wears, or by her touch?
Ma'am, B.
Okay, B. Everyone else also comment down fast.
I think C.
Okay. By the perfume she wears. No, this is the correct option. Sorry, this is the incorrect option. By the perfume she wears, nahi. The correct option, the correct answer is, everyone is giving the correct answer. Very good. By the sound of her voice. ठीक है, लॉरेंजो ने जब पोर्शिया की आवाज सुनी थी तो वो पहचान गया था, तो वो समझ गया था. So he said that I think that Portia is coming, or it might be that I'm wrong. These were his words, right? So by the sound of her voice. Then question 7. Which of the following statements is not true of Cbia? Which of the following statements is not true? All right, make sure to see. She had long golden hair. A. B. She had to work hard from her early years. She was 12 years old. She had no money to buy glass beads at the bazaar. What is not true about Cbia?
A.
A. Okay. Everyone comment down the answer fast. Okay, very good. So option A is correct, that she had long golden hairs. Alright, because this is not given anywhere in the story. She had to work hard from her early days. This is true, we know it. She was only 12 years old, and also she didn't have the money to buy the glass beads. This is also correct. So what is not true about her is that she had long golden hair. So question number 8. What had the little match girl's grandmother told her about falling stars? Little match girl में जो उनकी grandmother थी, what had she told the little girl about the falling stars? That when a star falls, what happens? So when a star falls, a soul goes up to God. If she made a wish when she saw a star fall, her wish would come true. A falling star meant that it would be a cold winter, and when a star falls, an angel dies. So what is the correct answer?
A.
Okay. Come on, fast. Comment down the correct answer. Okay. So the correct answer is, when a star falls, a soul goes up to God. Choose the option that lists the sequence of events in the correct order. Now here you have the 4 options. Okay. You have to list it in sequence. कौन सा event पहले हुआ था, then उसके बाद, then उसके बाद, ठीक? So your options are: first, Joe sighed in relief. He realized that this meant his wife no longer resented Maggie's presence. Then second, after supper, Joe went to the bedroom where Maggie lay waiting. Then third, Joe looked in through the window and saw Maggie in conversation with his wife. Fourth, he entered the house noisily and Jane hurried into the kitchen to make him his supper. So now you have to arrange it in the correct order.
And I think C. And C option.
Okay, according to you, it's C. Okay. Anybody else? Everybody else? Everybody just comment down the correct answer according to you. Fast, comment down the answer. Okay, so the correct option will be, first it will be Joe looked in through the window and saw Maggie in conversation with his wife Jane. Then Joe sighed in relief. He realized that this meant his wife no longer resented Maggie's presence. He entered the house noisily and Jane hurried into the kitchen to make him the supper. And after supper, Joe went to the bedroom where Maggie lay waiting. So means it will be 3, 1, 4, 2. 3, 1, 4, 2. Option D. Okay. ये था ना स्टोरी में कि जो when he entered the house, उसने अपनी विंडो से देखा था that his wife was sitting next to Maggie's bed and they were having a conversation. और मैगी के रिएक्शन से वो ये समझ गए थे कि अब उसकी प्रेजेंस से उनकी वाइफ को उतनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना. सो यहीं से तो स्टार्ट होगा दैट जो लुक्ड इन थ्रू द विंडो एंड सॉ मैगी इन कन्वर्सेशन विद हिज वाइफ जेन. हाउ कैन यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम हियर? Okay, so some of you were confused in C and D. I hope it's clear now. The correct option is D. Okay, question number 10. Select the option that shows the correct relationship between statements 1 and 2 from all summer in a day. So now, what is the correct, relationship between the two statements? So the first statement is, one day, while in the school shower room, Margot had clutched her hands to her ears and covered her head, screaming and refusing to let the water touch her. Margot realized that she was different from the others and that the children knew this difference and stayed away. So your options are, 1 is the cause for 2, One is an example of two, one is independent of two, and one is a contradiction of two. So what will be the correct answer? Comment it down fast.
Ma'am, one is an example of two.
Okay, you're saying one is an example of two. Okay. Everybody else? Ma'am, Vaibhav Yadav is asking, ma'am, give meaning of boards, does it come? In your boards, these type of questions will come. All right, you'll have 16 marks MCQs. Okay, where 6 marks are for your Merchant of Venice, 5 for your stories, and 5 for your poems. And the questions will be like this only. Okay. Okay, so everyone is confused in between A and B. What's the correct answer? One is the cause for two, or one is an example of two? Read it again. One day, while in the school shower room, Margot had clutched her hands to her ears and covered her head, screaming and refusing to let the water touch her. Okay, because she didn't like water. Margot realized that she was different from the others and that the children knew this difference and stayed away. So now this is
Ma'am,
the
option A.
cause of this, or this is an example of this. What could be the correct answer?
Option A.
Okay, one is the cause of two. Why? Because she had put her hands to her ears and covered her head so that she, water cannot fall on her. So because of that, everybody understood that she is different. So ये इसका cause हो गया. So what will be the correct answer? One is the cause of two. At the running broad jump trials, Jesse Owens exclaims, "Did I come 3,000 miles for this?" So which of the following words best describes Jesse's mood? What was his
B.
mood? Envious,
Frustrated.
frustrated, confused, or throttled? Come on, fast. Envious, frustrated. Okay, so I'm getting the comments for frustrated. That is correct. Jesse Owens' mood, he was very frustrated at that time. Okay, why? Because he couldn't clarify for the trials. The fickle-mindedness of his followers made the central character in Browning's poem, The Patriot, feel. Then there's a blank. So one is ambitious, second is disillusioned, then third is bitter, and fourth is optimistic. So what will be filled here? What was there?
Ma'am,
Come on,
option B.
fast. Option
B.
Okay, option B. Everyone comment it down fast.
Ma'am, option B.
Okay, very good. Option B, it will be 2 and 3. Disillusioned and bitter. Alright, the patriot, he was feeling disillusioned and bitter. He wasn't ambitious and optimistic at all. So it will be 2 and 3. What is the caged bird in Maya Angelou's poem? I know why the caged bird sings, blinded by her narrow cage, her rage, the sun's orange rays, or her fears of the unknown.
Ma'am, B.
Her rage, okay. Comment down the answer fast. What is the caged bird in Maya Angelou's poem? I know why the caged bird sings, blinded by.
Mm.
Okay, very nice. She was. It was blinded by her rage. Option B. Next question. What was Abu Ben Adam doing when the angel appeared in his room one night? What was he doing when the angel appeared? A. He was writing in a book of gold. B. He was sleeping soundly. C. Walking in the moonlight. Or D. Asking questions. This is very easy. Comment down the answer
E.
fast. Here they are not asking what the angel was doing. The question is कि अबू Ben Adam क्या कर रहे थे उस time पे? What was Abu Ben Adam doing? Okay, very good, all of you. It's B. He was sleeping soundly. What special human quality does the poem 9 gold medals celebrate? 9 gold medals में कौन सी special एक human quality बताई गई है? Rivalry, jealousy, empathy or selfishness?
Empathy.
Okay, everyone comment down the answer fast. Answer for question number 15. What quality does the poem 9 gold medals celebrate? Okay, very good. Everyone is giving the answer as C, and that's correct. Empathy. Then question 16. Which of the following lines contains the same literary device as the one in Wordsworth? 10,000 saw I at a glance. ठीक है, अब इसमें ये है कि इन लाइन्स में से कौन सी ऐसी लाइन है जहाँ पे वो सेम लिटरेरी डिवाइस यूज हो रहा है. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड नो कि इस लाइन में कौन सा लिटरेरी डिवाइस यूज हुआ है. ओके, सो 10,000 saw I at a glance, यहाँ पे यूज हुआ है हाइपरबोलिक. हाइपरबोल ना, हाइपरबोल क्या होता है कि मतलब किसी चीज का एग्जैजरेशन. ठीक है, कि मतलब उसको एग्जैजरेट करके बता देना, वो एक्चुअल में हो नहीं रहा है. सो लाइक 10,000 saw I at a glance, यहाँ पे वर्ड्सवर्थ क्या कहना चाह रहे थे? वो ये नहीं कह रहे थे कि वहां पे एक्चुअल में उन्होंने दैट ही काउंटेड. ठीक है, उन्होंने काउंट नहीं करे थे कि वहां पे 10,000 फ्लावर्स है. उन्होंने एक एग्जैजरेशन करके बताया कि वो इतने सारे थे. ठीक है, दैट दे सीम्ड एज इफ दे वर 10,000. 10,000s of flowers were there when you would look at them. So it's a hyperbole. So now which of these lines, okay, it has like hyperbole. The literary device used as hyperbole in which of these lines? So A is 100 years should go to praise thine eyes and on thy forehead gaze. Then B, a fair breeze blow, the white foam flew, the furrow followed free. Then C, frail as a dragonfly's wing. D, because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. So what's the correct answer?
A.
Okay, very nice everyone. It's A. 100 years should go to praise thine eyes and on thy forehead gaze. Now why is it A? Because here also hyperbole is used. ठीक है, 100 years actual में नहीं चले जाएंगे कि आप what is he saying, that 100 years would pass if I would sit to praise your eyes and and on thy forehead gaze, and if I would look at your forehead, if I would look at your eyes, I would just 100 years would be spent, but actual में 100 years नहीं खत्म हो जाएंगे. It's a hyperbole. Then 17. In Act 3 of The Merchant of Venice, what does Salario mean by the difference in Shylock and Jessica's flesh and blood? ठीक है, Salario ने बोला था ना that Shylock से कि there's a lot of difference in between your flesh and blood and Jessica's. So what does he meant there? A, Shylock was cruel while Jessica was kind. B, Shylock hated Christians while Jessica liked them. C, Shylock looked after Jessica while Jessica betrayed him. And D, Shylock and Jessica liked different colors and wines. So what's the correct option? Comment it down fast.
Option D.
No, not option D at all.
हाँ ऑप्शन डी.
मैम डी होगा.
Okay, yes, he is correct. It's Shylock and Jessica liked different colors and wines. ठीक है? So this is the correct answer. That Shylock and Jessica like different colors and wines. Now, what kind of music will be heard if Bassanio would successfully make the right choice of casket? अगर बसानियो ने right choice of casket कर लिया तो उस टाइम पे किस टाइप का म्यूजिक प्ले होगा? Option A, that which awakens a bride on the day of a wedding. Option B, that which arouses the swan to sing. Option C, that which is heard when the planets are in motion. And option D, that which awakens the dreaming bridegroom on the morning of his wedding day. Which is the correct option? Fast.
Ma'am, D.
मैम बी.
Which one?
मैम बी.
B. Okay. Everyone else also comment down the correct answer fast. A lot of you are confused in between D and B.
हम डी.
Ma'am, D होगा.
क्या होगा?
ऑप्शन डी. डी डी.
D. Okay. But in the comments section, a lot of children are confused in between B and D. And even some are commenting A. बेटा A तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. ठीक है, A तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. I understand why you are confused in between B and D. Just use your brain. I'm giving you 30 seconds for this question. Fast. Okay, so the correct option is that which awakens the dreaming bridegroom on the morning of his wedding day. Okay, so the correct option will be D. So now this was it for the for your MCQs. All right, we have done a practice for the MCQs. Now if there are any doubts, you can ask. If there are any doubts, you can ask. You can comment it down. See, I had told you the probable chapters. ठीक है, Act 3, Act 5 अच्छे से करके जाना. Alright, check out the video on YouTube for the probable chapters. MCQs के लिए तुम लोग को chapters तो सारे करने पड़ेंगे. Somebody was asking that, ma'am, can we leave blue bead in the comment section? Beta, see, don't leave any chapter because ultimately you will have to do the MCQs. 5 marks from the stories, 5 marks from the poems and 6 marks from the drama. तो MCQ के लिए छोड़ के तो कुछ भी नहीं जा सकते हो. ठीक है, अब ये है कि जो
इम्पोर्टेंट है, पिछले 3-4 साल से नहीं आया.
क्या?
ब्लू बीट तो इम्पोर्टेंट है.
हाँ, ब्लू बीट इम्पोर्टेंट है. एंड इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस, सॉरी, इम्पोर्टेंट चैप्टर्स हैव आल्सो टोल्ड यू. ठीक है, तो एक बार वो वीडियो चेकआउट कर लेना. जो 3 चैप्टर्स हैं वो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर के लाइक ऑल समर इन अ डे had come, so that won't be repeated. मतलब most probably it won't be repeated. ICSE doesn't repeat the chapters. Can you skip the blue bead? No, beta, don't skip blue bead at all.
लिटिल मैच गर्ल इम्पोर्टेंट है ना.
Sorry, you weren't audible.
मैम लिटिल मैच गर्ल.
Beta, actually be a little louder.
मैम लिटिल मैच गर्ल इम्पोर्टेंट है ना, लिटिल मैच गर्ल।
लिटिल मैच गर्ल यू आस्किंग अबाउट, राइट?
यस मैम।
हाँ, so little match girl, it had also come last year, right? And all summer in a day. So you can skip the 2 chapters for the question answer portion.
मैम ग्रेटेस्ट ओलंपिक प्राइज तो इम्पोर्टेंट है।
बेटा थोड़ा सा तेज बोलो, बी अ लिटिल लाउडर, आवाज नहीं आ रही है।
मैम ग्रेटेस्ट ओलंपिक प्राइज।
हाँ, माई ग्रेटेस्ट ओलंपिक प्राइज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वो करके जाना। माई ग्रेटेस्ट ओलंपिक प्राइज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, डोंट लीव दैट। ओके,
एंड मैम एक चीज थी कि पोएम मेरा पूरा हो गया है, लेकिन वो लिटरल मीनिंग जो है ना, लाइक जैसे कि पैटर्न में है कि रेन का मतलब क्या था, वो रेन जो है वो क्या सिग्निफाइज करता है, तो वो क्लियर करने के लिए क्या सॉल्व करना है?
बेटा listen to me, your voice is shivering, it's not clear. Either you can write it down or else I'll read your question. Important in MOV, the most important acts according to us is your Act 5 and your Act 3, Scene 1 and 2 for the paper. Ma'am, I did not understand the answer on question 17. See, in Act 3 of The Merchant of Venice, what does Salario mean by the difference in Shylock and Jessica's flesh and blood? ठीक है, तो एक सीन आया था एक्ट 3 में जहाँ पे सैलारियो ये बोल रहा होता है, जब शाइलॉक आता है तो वहां पे सैलारियो जेसिका शाइलॉक से ये बोलता है कि बहुत डिफरेंस है तुम्हारे और जेसिका के ब्लड में, ठीक है, तुम्हारे फ्लैश में।
Yes, ma'am. Like the difference in cheap wine and rich, expensive German Rhenish wine.
Yeah, actually your voice is shivering a lot, बेटा. Okay. तो यहाँ पे शाइलॉक और जैसे, तो फिर यहाँ पे सैलारियो ये बोलना चाह रहा था ना शाइलॉक से कि तुम में और जेसिका में बहुत डिफरेंस है, ठीक है। सो दैट लाइन बेसिकली मीन्स दैट शाइलॉक एंड जेसिका लाइक डिफरेंट कलर्स एंड वाइन्स। Okay, someone is asking for how many hours did the same sun come out in that lesson here? All some in a day, so it was 2 hours. Okay. Ma'am, I was asking for what should I do more to clear my understanding on my poem. Like question came in Patriot that what was the meaning of the rain? What does it signify? Beta, see, first of all in the poem you need to know the meaning of each and every line. ठीक है ना, जो भी पोएम्स करके जा रहे हो, भले ही 5 नहीं 3 करके जा रहे हो जो इंपॉर्टेंट वाली है, तो वो तीनों में एक एक लाइन का मीनिंग आपको क्लियरली पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है। हमने भी पढ़ाया है, वी हैव डन ऑल द 3 पोएम्स एंड ऑल द 3 स्टोरीज, द वीडियोज आर देयर ऑन यूट्यूब, ठीक है, एक बार और चेक कर लो, ठीक है, 1.5x की स्पीड में लगा के जस्ट वॉच इट, तो क्या होगा, एक एक लाइन का एक एक वर्ड का मीनिंग है उसमें। सो अल्टीमेटली जैसे कि यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन दिया व्हाट वाज द मीनिंग ऑफ द रेन एंड व्हाट डज इट सिग्निफाइज, सो वी इवन हैव दैट क्वेश्चन इन द क्वेश्चन बैंक, आई थिंक। ऑलराइट, द क्वेश्चंस व्हिच वी हैव डन, a lot of questions will resemble from there. Now, why Bassanio rejected silver and gold casket? Beta, they were the same reasons again, because gold, he said that gold is, gold represents the people who outshine the others. मतलब बेसिकली वो ये बताना चाह रहा था कि गोल्ड जो है वो उन लोगों की तरह होता है जो कि बाहर से तो बहुत अच्छे दिखते हैं बट अंदर से उतने अच्छे नहीं होते हैं, एंड पोर्शिया वैसी नहीं है। गोल्ड मतलब कि एज इफ इट शाइन्स अ लॉट, वो बहुत सुंदर दिखता है बट एक्चुअली वी डोंट नो कि वो अंदर से कैसा है, ठीक है।
Outer appearance often deceptive.
Wait. Let me finish this answer. Okay, so gold represents ki the people who are who wear a lot of gold and who look good on the outside, but actually they aren't good from inside. All right. And silver उन्होंने इसलिए reject करा था because silver, he says that silver is very common and देयर वर सिल्वर कॉइन्स, राइट? सो सिल्वर गोज फ्रॉम हैंड टू हैंड, तो इसलिए उन्होंने सिल्वर रिजेक्ट कर दिया था, एंड ही चोज लेड. हाँ, नाउ से व्हाट वर यू सेइंग?
मैंने लिख दिया.
Yes, outer appearance often deceptive. Roop has written this, very good. Yes, so this was for the gold casket. All right, that the outer appearance is often deceptive. All right, so if you have any more questions, comment it down beta fast. Ma'am, tell me. All right, Karthik Shrivastava is asking that, ma'am, tell me, I've read the whole poem, read all the poems, and have read Little Match Girl and My Greatest Olympic Prize, and have read the rest of the stories. Then will it be done from the paper well? See, if you've obviously, beta, if you've practiced all the poems and all the stories, the paper will go well. But you haven't mentioned Merchant of Venice here. All right, so just make sure कि कहीं वो छोड़ के ना चले जाओ. Merchant of Venice is very important. All right, Himanshu Bhardwaj is asking, describe the change of behavior of Jane Thompson after Maggie came to their home. So first of all, beta, this answer is there in the question bank which we have done earlier. In the videos, it's there in the YouTube. It's there on YouTube. And again, if you have to know the change, so you know, a womanly heart had been activated inside her, you can say that. Okay, so this was the change in her behavior. Ki abhi tak she was very harsh on things. All right, she had nobody else to love other than her. So you know, she was very bitter. She was very bitter in her nature. But after, you know, the arrival of the little girl, after the arrival of Maggie to their home, her nature changed rapidly. All right, she could feel the love of a mother for the girl, and she had somebody to love and care for. So ultimately, that love which was being oppressed from so many years, all right, which she wasn't able to you know, give it to which she wasn't able to give to anybody, now she can showcase that on the girl. Wait, I've told you already, if you've read the whole poem, Karthik Shrivastava, if you've read all the poems and all the stories, obviously your paper will go well. But make sure not to leave Merchant of Venice. It's very important. Okay, Captor is asking, who is the god of war? God of war is Mars. Okay, god of war is Mars. Okay, so are there any more questions? Any more doubts? You can still ask. For all the chapters, everything, beta, you can get all the chapters on YouTube, all the probable lessons, all the chapters, everything. Okay, explanation, the question bank for each and every chapter, the drama, everything you can get on. You can get it on YouTube on our channel. All right. So I hope that all the doubts are clear now. एंड आई होप कि बहुत अच्छा पेपर करके आओगे तुम लोग. पेपर बहुत इजी आता है, बिल्कुल भी डरने की बात नहीं है. पढ़ के जाओगे, जिस तरीके से बताया उस तरीके से पढ़ के जाओगे एंड वैसे पेपर करके आना है. मेक श्योर कैरेक्टर एनालिसिस और थीम अपनी वर्कबुक से जरूर पढ़ के जाना. ठीक है, मेक श्योर टू डू दैट. 6 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन डन हो जाएगा वहां से. ओके, एंड ऑल दीज टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स आर ऑल्सो देयर ऑन यूट्यूब. गो चेक इट आउट. All the very best to everyone for tomorrow's exam. This is your English teacher signing off. Okay, thank you.